Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jaguars and the Bucs, and it comes your way next.
And the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start them out. Has them at the 45 already. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Brady to throw again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first carry for Leonard Fournette to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Brady throwing complete here to Fournette. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Brady now on first down. Complete right side to Otten. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Brady. His throw incomplete.
But there's an incompletion partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Brady's throw there complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. throw. This is White on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Succop's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so.
Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Jaguars continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. That's going to be complete on the side. You know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the 27, Brady over the middle, complete. That's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, here's White. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake, Brady. Be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 37. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on a big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. But one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This fielded right out the goal line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way, and I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan, but you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Now Brady again. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 45 yards. And the Jaguars are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. With Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Brady to throw again. He completes this to Russell Gage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. And oh, it's blocked. And the Jags get it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 30. 10, 5, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Now you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one will be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. For the victors.